Today is the day we pick up our chassis from the boys here at HR Auto Works, and it has had a full restoration.
This is my 1979 Volkswagen Brasilia show car project, which I bought sight unseen off Facebook. I half-heartedly tried to restore this car by myself. I stripped the panels off the car one by one, the wings, the doors, the tailgate. I even stripped the body free from the chassis. We also managed to strip the wiring loom completely out of this car to make it a bare shell, ready for it to head to the paint shop, but they refused to paint it, leaving us out on a whim. The chassis was in a state, there was holes in it, it was rusty, the engine wasn't configured properly, and we were in an absolute muddle with this. But we went over to HR Auto Works in London, and Jake has saved the day and completely restored this thing.
Chassis is all ready. Jake and his team have done an absolutely awesome job on it. There's not a single nut or bolt that hasn't been touched on this, but I've got Jake here. I'm going to get him to run down some of the stuff they've done, give us an overview of what it was actually like to work on this thing, and it may have possibly been one of the worst chassis HR Auto Works has seen. Is that right, Jake?
For one that's been on the road, yeah, wasn't very good.
Well, sort of. Hasn't been on the road in my ownership, but yeah, it has been on the road.
It's quite bad.
Awful job, or have you enjoyed doing it?
It's been all right, other than coming across some things we didn't know were there.
Yeah.
A lot covered in filler. Got through it.
There's a story.
It's been done.
Yeah, there's a story with filler in this car. It's
come from Brazil,
everywhere,
so you can't expect too much.
No.
Too much better than that, but.
I think, how long have you had it? 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Yeah,
longer than that?
Yeah, been waiting for parts now and again, so that slowed us down a bit. But
was that expected time frame, or is that because I know we've done more, obviously?
We've done more than expected, but
yeah,
we done it quick.
Yeah,
probably should have been quicker, but waiting for bits always holds us up.
Obviously not anymore, but
it's ready.
If you were to sand that off, would that show?
No, we sanded it down. We couldn't see no number.
Oh right.
It doesn't. It's been registered, so it's been checked, so it's fine.
I've got the plate under the front as well.
That's all you need, really.
So obviously you've done a lot of welding on this.
Yeah.
Underneath weren't too great.
The bottom of the spine was pretty bad. We made a section about a quarter length of the spine.
Yeah.
Welded that in. Front of the frame head took some repairs. The bottom plate on the frame head took some repairs. Obviously we notched the frame head for the dual circuit master cylinder.
Does look good, I must say. You wouldn't know that it was in the state that it was before.
It's all sweet now, all good to go.
So obviously you've done lots of repairing, welding, everything's been like sand blasted, powder coated, painted, whatever. Modification wise, obviously like you say, we've done the brakes.
Yeah.
We've got an alternator now, which hopefully will help with the air ride.
Yeah. We've got the air ride system, which is one off to fit your car.
Yeah. We've got the Dizzy cap, the electronic ignition opposed to
ignition.
Leads.
Obviously you've got twin carbs, which are already done before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've relocated the coil on the engine.
Painted it nice.
Yeah, it's all painted up, good to go.
Well, I'm really impressed with it. It does look good. Now, would you say from your experience of this, is it one of the worst cars you've had in to work on? It's not?
No way, no way. Some of the things we start with are... Yeah.
Okay, bear in mind that you do a lot of cars that are in like forests and like wrapped around trees.
In terms of cars that were being driven, it was bad. But in terms of cars in general, no, far from the worst.
I mean, all that's left to do now for me is to actually drive it. Yeah. Because I haven't driven it. Well, I have. I drove it once, but...
Fundamentals are done now, so it's just the body to do, and then we're good to go.
Yeah. We just got to finish off the sound deadening on the front, get the clutch and throttle cable put in, get the steering welded up.
Get the pedals in. And then good to go.
Get a loom.
Yep.
And then we can actually use this car for what it was used for.
Yep.
And I reckon, well, there's not many Brasilias around in the UK. Do you have any idea of, because you know more about this thing than I do, but...
There'd be three or four, I can imagine.
Yeah? Yeah. I know of two other people. There's Jay, who's got your old one.
Yeah.
And there's another guy on YouTube that has one. But other than that, I don't know of any other Brasilias.
Not done to this extent, anyway.
Not as nice as this.
Not done to this extent.
So, yeah, no, it looks good. Obviously, we've got the Everesto air ride system as well, which now looks good because the rest of the chassis looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't look out of place.
So, no, thanks for what you've done.
No problem
It
at
looks
all.
absolutely awesome.
No problem at all.
The only problem is that's going to get filthy by the time we get home.
Yeah, it's going to want a jet wash when you get back.
Need Autoflex to come in and save the day on that one. But no, it looks really good. Thanks for what you've done.
No problem at all.
Some would say a shed at the back of a garden with some old cars in it, but I would say it's a time capsule of Volkswagens. It's a petrol head's heaven. Sitting in the back of a garden in this busy city, a VW time capsule. In this place you can see all sorts of old Volkswagens being brought back to life. You can feel the passion and the enthusiasm for these old cars. And I know one thing for certain, after walking around this place and seeing the love and passion in these motors, I know for a fact that we've brought the Brasilia to the right place, and I'm so grateful the guys here at HR Waterworks were the one to complete the work for us. Thanks, Jake. All that's left to do now is to head back to Norfolk, get this thing tucked up inside the carport and make sure it doesn't look like it used to ever again.
And just like that, the chassis is home. It was very wet on the way back, but we're in the carport. It's dried, it's been cleaned off. I cannot tell you how excited I am. This thing is absolutely awesome. It's not immaculate because I haven't gone full show car, if you like. There's still things that need doing, like the exhaust, for example, is rusty as hell. Need to get a new exhaust made up for it. I've got to sort out the tops of the ball joints because they're rusty, but everything Jake's done is absolutely awesome. So I'm so pleased with this. All we need now is a car that resembles the same on top as it does the bottom. But if you have enjoyed this video, smash that thumbs up button, smash that subscribe button down below. We've got a massive announcement coming soon with regard to the paintwork. So check out the other videos on the channel, check out Autoflex, check out Lowdown Transporters, check out HR Waterworks, and check out Surrey Autoworks. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.